Hello, welcome from Cheat Lake Park. This is the week 3 recap and announcements for Digital Earth Geography 150. First off, a recap of what you saw this past week, where the main things were looking at some of the cartography choices and map making. The things like the design choices for a map, including the different components, the neat line, the map figure, the scale bar, the north arrow, the legend, credits, insets if you need them. The main thing for those is to recognize what they are, their roles within the map, and in a sense, how to make them as useful at communicating what the reader needs to know as they go and look at and try to get the information from the map. Especially useful there is the legend. The other main thing for this past week was design choices in terms of choropleth mapping, with 3 main questions that you would ask. The first one being, for choropleth mapping, breaking down the different features, the different polygons into the different classes. How many classes do you want? Do you want fewer classes where you have a better ability to identify which category every single feature is in? Or do you want more classes where you get a more nuanced picture of the variation across the entire map, but you may not be able to identify which exact color matches up with each feature? The second choice, once you have your number of classes down, is how do you decide the breakpoints? Do you want to have each class have the same number of features, in which case you would want quantile? Or would you want to, say, break a range of percentages apart into equal intervals, like 10% per interval, in which case you'd want equal intervals? Or the other common one is natural breaks, trying to find common breakpoints or where there are kind of gaps in the data set. Once you have the number of classes and how you are breaking the classes into their different groups through that classification method, the last choice is the color scheme and what you want to convey with that. Oftentimes having a gradation of light to dark, what's mainly important there is to have some gradation so that the order from low to high is comprehensible. It's not just a full spectrum rainbow and you don't know if green is more than orange or vice versa. So the main points to take away from that, especially looking forward to the exam, the different approaches, what are they? So what is quantiles versus what is equal interval? And I can tell you right now, you will have a question that will look at, here is a map, tell me 3 things that are good about it. Tell me 3 things that are bad about it. Or something like that, similar to what you had on one of the module reviews already for the cartography module. Looking ahead, I've already mentioned the exam. We have the exam coming up on Friday, which will cover everything from the start of the course, what is geography, to the other main thing for this week, which is GPS and navigation systems, how they work, how the GPS unit, whether that's a smartphone, whether that's a watch like this, how does it figure out where it is on the Earth's surface? So that triangulation process is important to understand in terms of the exam. And then once we know our place on the Earth's surface, how does something like Google Maps on your phone be able to tell you how to get from point A to point B? And some of the different considerations in why different mapping sites or different apps might actually give you different routes, like deciding fastest versus shortest, or how accurate or up to date their traffic information is. So then on to the exam. That exam is this coming Friday, the 18th. It will be available all day, starting at midnight, ending at 11:59 p.m. Even though it is available all day, once you log in to start the exam, you will have a limited time of 1 hour in which to finish it. So it's important that you have all your studying done and everything ready before you start the exam. The setup of that exam will be a mix of multiple choice questions and essay questions, 60 multiple choice questions of 1 point each, 4 essay questions of 10 points each, for a total of 100 points. And if you're having any problems with the exam, whether eCampus goes down, or it's not letting you log in, or as has happened before, you log in, you're partway through the exam, and one of the pictures isn't showing up, please email me immediately. What I have done in the past when, say, a picture hasn't shown up is have people finish the rest of the exam, and I will give them an alternate question to do to make up for that, so that you're not penalized for eCampus not showing you a picture. So if there's any problems, bottom line, please email me immediately, and I will respond as soon as I see the email. To help you prepare for that exam, I will have an additional set of office hours tomorrow at the normal time, 12:30 to 2. So additional office hours Thursday, 12:30 to 2. Any questions you have, especially about the exam, please drop in and ask away. I expect to have grades posted after the exam by Tuesday the 22nd, and maybe somewhat late in that day, however. Also, looking ahead to after the exam, you will be starting that next module on how computers represent spatial data. The first part of that will be the difference between vector and raster data. But again, the main thing for this upcoming week is the exam. So there are, lastly, the upcoming deadlines. The fifth module on GPS is due today, Wednesday the 16th, as well as the blog or discussion board post for that module. Then there are your responses to that blog post are due Friday the 18th, and again the exam Friday the 18th. Looking further ahead, we have the next module, Module 7, on representing spatial data. That is due the following Friday, the 25th of September. So, and also Lab 3 is due coming up on Friday the 18th. So, bottom line, if you have any questions, I have the office hours today, Wednesday, 12:30 to 2. I also have the office hours tomorrow on Thursday, 12:30 to 2. If you have questions as you go through the exam, as you go through the sample exam in module number 6, please feel free to ask away. So with that, good luck on the exam and have a great day. I will see you at office hours, and good luck.